This is Hanapepe Valley on Kaua'i. Hanapepe, Port Allen, that Ahupua was surveyed crown lands, which included all the LCAs and but everything outside of that, and everything that was vested rights gathering timber. So this is a situation that a lot of people ought to know about, because the DLNR. You see a picture here. This is Hanapepe in the early 1900s. Okay, and you can see how the lo'is all the way up the valley. Okay, this is the year 2000. Okay, and it was deemed state conservation land. In other words, conservation land. You cannot touch the land. And we know the trick. The state considers conservation until they can figure out something to do with it. Okay? But the thing is that Gay and Robinson were taking the water. Okay? And of course, you can see how the removal from 1900 to like 200 years of what the valley looks like. What happened to the people? Where are they? The people, many of them are gone, of course, but then some of the families are still. So in 2014, the family at Kaua'i went back, and that's what it looks like right now. They were able to clear this small section, see this section of the forest. So this is the kind of hana that this is what the Kanaka are looking forward to. Okay? This is what we're looking forward to. We just need the state and the counties, and they're in bed with either the Gay and Robinson or whatever, Alexander and Baldwin or whatever, whoever they are, to get out of the way. Okay? And in this particular case, they had a dismiss with prejudice, which of course the state didn't like, and to this day they didn't like it, because while they were basically strong-arming the people off the land, and this is the kind of stuff that has to stop, okay, so that this can happen, So our time is coming. You see, there are lands. So when you're talking, so if Hawaiian Homes, Hawaiian Homes is Hawaiian Homes is like they're gonna use the crown lands and stuff. I already have families. There's already a system to put the people in place. They don't have to go through an apartheid, blood quantum, and all of this stuff. Okay, that's enough for that already. Okay, this is where we're gonna go. My sister, now finally after all these years, they're going on the land and live. And last week I saw her, and she says, "Guys, it's so different not to have to rent and come up with $200,000 a month to pay rent, and then gotta feed yourself." But of course they're going to experience what it's like to go on the land. Okay? Of which I've been on the land a lot, and the experience has been we've been removed. Okay? And so this is the hope. This is the future right here. Okay? So I'm just becoming familiar with this case and the process that they took to defend their right to use and occupy the land. Now, in this case, you're going to have kuleanos, okay? LCAs, awards, apana 1, apana 2, lo'i. In this case, written into their what was vested to them was also excuse my cough, the right to make wakai salt. And some people from the Hawaii community, they're really kind of beholding to the state. Well, you gotta go to get the state's permission. No, you don't have to go to the state permission. Okay? Not if you have your documentation, and even if you don't, You know, who is the corporation, the illegal corporation carry over from the provisional government of 1900, which is still connecting to the plantation and, you know, the people who are accessing this water. Okay? So anyway, they got there, established themselves to make pakai, okay, not for sale, however, okay, but for their personal use, their family, for their, you know. So this is just a recent, well, not so recent. In 2000, you know, in 2011, they started this battle, and now the families are moving back in because a lot of the situations, you know, you have the kupuna who basically saw it all being washed away, being driven out, and for them to have to experience that was really, that's genocide. That's the genocide we're talking about. Okay, genocide occurs whether in time of peace or in war, and I think a lot of people need to get that clear. Okay, genocide is anything that creates a condition that brings about the destruction of the group in full or in part. And so let's not be too, we have to be careful not to be too academic with it, okay? You know, genocide 1993, the tribunal that was, you know, recorded by Kaua'i shows. So genocide, but this is the recovery. This is a win story. This is what it is. This is our independence right here. Okay? This is really independence. Self-determination, self-reliance, your own economics, your food, you know. You have something, you get the bird in the hand, not always looking at the bird on the wing. So I'm just reviewing this thanks to my sister Dana who was so kind to share this with me, and I'm just taking the time to sharpen my pencil, so to speak, because where we're going to New York, we're talking about decolonization, we're talking about rolling back. We need security, we need to get the DLNR and all of these other people, including some members of the Kanaka group who just are, you know, really being abusive to hold the people back. Okay? That's one of the primary things we need. We need security protection from abuse. Okay? And so anyway, familiarizing it, having something like this to present to any people at the United Nations is really great, because this tells the story. This is what it was. This is what happens during 100 years of occupation and colonization, and this is the beginning of the new start. When the people just say, you know, the younger generation now say, hey, we're gonna do it. You know, we don't want to wait for grants. They went in there and did it by hand. They cleared that land themselves. Okay, so this whole dependency upon grants, and everybody's like feeding at the trough, talking about the culture, but sitting at the desk. Okay, you need some of that. You need good administrators. You need the people who are there to serve the people, all the people, without discrimination, not to serve their self-interest and their little clique group. Okay, which we really, our problems are compounded because of the competition. You look at OHA, you look at Hawaiian homes, it's, you know, you're in if somebody's in there, otherwise, you know, and this is what happens in an apartheid system. So this is a really beautiful story, okay? This is where we need to go. Okay, so I'm really thankful to my sister Dana Palama. She married Kalani Palama from Kaua'i, and I've seen them go on and try to, you know, open restaurant, do everything, and now all of a sudden they're just back on the land. It's a beautiful circle, and I would like to see more people make that circle, come back home. Okay?